Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the country, around the world. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. We're back on the moon with the new and improved moon lander. That's part of the moon station. I've actually renamed this guy, or I named this station actually, to the MSS Moon Space Station Aurora, and this also intelligently already renames it a lander and gives it a lander tag, which is a great step for Kerbal. So we're in a new biome, actually. We are on the far side crater, which is over here, which is, I guess, is on the far side, and yet we're just about tangential to Kerbin, so slightly on the far side, and yet we're able to transmit a little bit through the edge, because occlusion is only at 75%. Anywho, we're here. We're going to do some science. Toggle materials bay. I've actually been to the moon and back a few times already. Can I not? Oh, these might not have been... they weren't. Okay, that's fine. That's easy to fix. We're going to send out our scientist to get up here. Oh, no, no. Crap. Poop. Burp. Alright, let's try this again. Let's RCS up. Whoa, easy girl. I thought I'd reset it. I guess not. Aha, there we go. Restore. And now because she's a scientist, she can do it out here. Observe the materials bay. And now it will actually give us science. Aha! So 100 science. We're going to keep that and turn it into more science with the science module. Log magnetometer. Ooh, restore that one and observe the mystery goo. Keep that. And, oop, come on, observe. There you go. Keep that. And, no, there you go. Log the pressure. Keeping that. And log temperature. Keeping that as well. Alright. So she's going to take all these, though. No. Take and take. She's slowly drifting down. She's like phasing through. Take and restore. Ooh, we got rid of that warning message. I like that. Take the data. Take and restore. Oh, let's... Oh, I can't. Okay, I'll do it from inside. So we got those. Let's see. There was another. Aha, yes. There was the gravitometer. Keep. Nothing to take. Nothing to restore there. So, but though we are going to do our surface science, because those, honestly, are worth a lot. Boop. EVA report. The dust is getting everywhere. Keep. Take a surface sample. For lots of science, which turned into even more on the science station, and of course, plant a flag. Rabuki. Rabuki lays claim to this spot. Okay, good. So she's got surface samples, all those things. We're going to hop back on board and still the magnetometer, and then we're going to blast back for the space station. I've actually done a little work on the station off camera, a little bit. I still have another step or two to do. At least I think I do. Whoa. Or land. At least then we can get a fresh start. Unfortunately, a lot of the moon's surface is fairly hilly, I suppose. Not that there's really hills on the moon. There we go, board. Oh, I could have deployed the ladder, I guess. Oh well. You can't. Nope, I can't do anything to you. Okay, board and store all that science inside, and toggle the magnetometer. Beautiful. We're gonna go ahead and there we go. Toggle display, toggle the display. Oh, toggle the sensors. There it is. Good. And those are all stored. And now we're going to blast back for the space station. I kept ourselves roughly equatorial. Unfortunately, this guy is not that robust for fuel. So I might send something out that's a little more fuel efficient. I mean, this probe core that I have on here is the good one. So I could just put a probe core on there and a scientist and do a single lander can, make it a smaller lander and whatnot. We'll see. Things to be considered for another build of it. But for now, this does plenty to get me up and down. I mean, we're a little bit over halfway, and we'll have a little fuel left over. I've actually gone, I've gone a bit north away from equatorial a few times. I mean, that was moon lander, first moon lander, back in the jump seat again. So yeah, I've done a few. I do want to get up to like this north polar crater, I think, but that will take more fuel. Oh yeah, I noticed something weird. I thought that it was just nebula stuff, but there's like dust. There's moon dust for some reason. Like, I know we have, you know, some atmospheric stuff, but I don't know if you guys can see it on YouTube, but there's dust particles here that are definitely not part of the moon, which is weird because there shouldn't be any atmosphere here. I could see it if it was like from the engines here blowing stuff out, but I don't really think it is. Anywho, quick save, we're going to launch and head east. There we go. Map. Up. And we can go pretty much equatorially east. We'll come in. We should be fairly well targeted with this guy. We're going to come into a lower orbit. What? We can burn a little more. That's good. And then we can circularize here. Doop. What's that periapsis? 15? Yeah. So we don't, like I said, we don't use up all of our fuel, but we use up a decent amount of what's left. Yeah, see that orbital insertion maneuver used up another quarter of our fuel. Or not orbital insertion, that launching maneuver. So, yeah. And I'm sure there are slightly more economical ways to launch into orbit. You don't need to get too high. There's no crazy mountains here like on Minutes, so I could get to like a really low, like 10-kilometer orbit, and then get there. So, and then create intercept after that. But this works out just as well. So let's see, 6 minutes. It's going to be a prograde burn. So we can go ahead and lock to prograde. Quick save again. Always quick saving. Warp down. Actually, here, let's do it the smart way. Warp to the next maneuver. I mean, that'll give us a minute of lead time. There we go. It's going to be a 3-second burn. Just 2 ticks, not 3 ticks. 3 ticks is when things go horribly, horribly wrong. Yeek! 2, and burn. And stop. Maybe a little more. That'll do. Alright, good. So now we are in a nice circularized-ish orbit. Actually, not really terribly circularized, but we are now going to catch up to the space station fairly quickly. Let's add a maneuver over here just to see what our encounters. Let's pull it down a little bit so that they actually kind of match. And then we just move it around until we generate an encounter. There we go. 4.7 kilometers. That's pretty good. I think most of that is actually distance that way, too. Whoa, whoa. 3.9. We'll take that. And it's only going to cost 16. So we'll use up, like I said, about 3/4 of the rest of the fuel. Well, a chunk of it. Use a little bit now. Words are hard. and then we'll end up using a little more later to kill our intercept velocity, which isn't going to be that. What's our intercept? Relative speed, 15 point. So, wow, that's going to be like nothing. All right, quick save. Ooh, no. There we go. No. Can I? Ah, yes, there we go. Between my ship and the actual next maneuver. That makes sense. Because if you click after it, it's actually the upcoming orbit, not the following orbit. Ooh, okay, there we go. Warp, 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 warp. Oh, yeah. I realized something, and I feel stupid, but I was getting annoyed by all these lines. You can turn it off. But then once in a while, you'll have your signal bouncing off of something, and it's just like a ghosty burn burn bounce, and you don't know why, and it's kind of creepy and weird. All right. Minute left till this maneuver. Warp, warp, warp. Here we go. We're going to start a little early because it's a tiny burn. There we go. Good. What's that? RCS H. Aha. Yep, that'll lower it a little bit. Nope, that was it. .7 is as close as it's going to get this way. That's just fine and dandy, though. We're going to go ahead and warp to there. And at this point, go out of map mode and fly it from here. Set things to target. There we go, target. And we're going to set it to retrograde because we want to be able to kill all of our forward velocity relative, or all of our velocity relative to the station. Not that it's much. Ah, and there it is, 4 kilometers away. And of course, when we get to... Oh yeah, that's right, we end up being like 3.7, huh? So we're pretty close here. We're going to go ahead and kill all our relative velocity. And do our typical encounter maneuvers. Oh, that way, there it is. Good. And now we're approaching at 10 meters per second. So this should go... There we go. We'll time warp up a ways. We'll have a little bit of drift. And we're actually losing a little speed. So we're going to go ahead and aim it up here a little bit. And thrust. I'm going to go for like 20 meters per second. Oh, here. Prograde. How's monopropellant? Okay, we're doing alright still. Excellent. 20 meters per second on the nose. Ish. Yeah. And then we'll just time warp up. Whoa! That went a little quicker than I meant it to. Burp. There we go. That went quite a bit quicker than I meant it to. My bad. I was spacing out. Let's see where. Nope, that way. Yep, there's the target. Burp, 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 burp. So as you can see, I've added a little bit here. Here, we can actually boop, switch. I recently just sent up everything from this docking port back. I sent up because I realized I sent everybody out here, a pilot, 2 scientists, another pilot and scientist on here, with no way to get home. I mean, they were going to be here for a while either way, but still, with no way to get home. Alright, so let's see. You are not set to anything. But let's say control from here. And yes, excellent. It's still relatively... Oof, that uses so much. It's still more or less normal. Awesome. And then we can set this guy to anti-normal. And controls are easy peasy lemon squeezy. We just thrust up and dock ourselves on there. So I'll do these docking maneuvers here. It'll take a few minutes. You guys will see me do this a few times. Oh, actually, no, I lied. You're going to watch this whole thing because I have a new piece, or I have a new mod. I've showcased this one before. This is the docking port mod, or docking port alignment mod. Let me select. No? Let's see. Can we cycle? Aha, there we go. It allows you to cycle through the different mods. The different docking ports. Ah! We're floating away that way. I don't want to keep doing that. Nope. Let's rotate some way that makes a little bit of sense to me. Alright, so the sky is that-a-way-ish. So the docking port mod, or docking alignment mod, it gives you your degrees, and it gives you all kinds of cool stuff that helps. There we go. Basically, at the end of it, I haven't worked with it that much. I'm still kind of figuring it out. But you want the 2 green crosshairs, the orange marker, and the yellow marker to all line up. So, oh yes, okay, now I remember what it is. The orange marker shows your orientation. We are fixed to anti-normal. That is fixed to normal. So that should stay pretty true and accurate. The green markers show your orientation. So it shows we're a little bit above and way off to the side. This one shows the rotation. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. There we go. Those are rotation. And you can see the rotation degree changes there. And this one here as well. This will come in handy when we go to build our next space station. And actually, I'm going to redo a piece of this because I didn't get it locked in quite the way I wanted it to. This is a little wobbly, but somewhere around 180 would be kind of nice to have. Alright, and now we're actually moving away again. Or it thinks we are. Oh, no, we're negative to it. Ah, we're too deep. We went in too deep. That's why it's red. There we go, now it's green again. So we can stop that relative motion. And we can stop this relative motion. And thrust it this way. We're eventually trying to bring all these, like I said, all these markers to meet square in the middle. And yeah, alignment there is going to be pretty good, so I'm not going to worry too much more about that. We're moving very slowly. That's why this shows like a retrograde. Oh, we're actually moving just slightly away. There we go. Now we're moving toward it. Do. No. That way. That way. So we got one green line lined up, the one for up and down. Now we're just slowly drifting in this away. Then we can slow ourselves down for that. There we go, I think. Ooh, and there we go. So right now we're perfectly aligned over the docking port. However, I'm sure this guy's going to keep drifting a little bit here and there. Oh, yeah, so that right there, hands off. I think we are just about perfectly aligned. I could try twisting a little bit. Actually turn the reaction wheels off. So this is all just... I'm sorry, I turned the monopropellant off. So this is just with the reaction wheels. So it's going to... Okay, so we're going to be within a degree. I'll be okay with that. Oh, hey. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, so like I said, a little weeble wobble. That's okay. We're going to be a little bit off. Get back on there. There you go. Anyway, for building my next station at Kerbin, which is going to be the big one. Boop. Oh, beautiful. Nicely done on the first attempt to click into it. Anywho, for our next space station, we'll be doing something a bit bigger. So yeah, I added, like I said, this escape vessel and this cross truss here. It actually launched 90 degrees, so this was docked to this, and then I kind of came up sideways to it and shuffled over sideways and kicked that on there. I tried using docking port alignment, but the way this was kind of, the RCS was here, I didn't think I'd have fuel left down here, so I didn't plan on having this guy. I thought it would just be this would be easier to maneuver, but we had this counterweight, so it was kind of womp, 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 womp around. It wasn't horrible, but it was kind of hard to deal with, so I got it there. It's almost 90 degrees. It's pretty damn close. I mean, you can see here, looking at this, seeing this line and this line, how it's kind of close to the bottom of the truss and, oh, the bottom of the truss. It's actually really darn close. You know, I was going to fix it. I don't think I am now. I don't think there's a need to. But we're going to look at the science module for a moment. We've already scienced 102 points of science. It's only been like 3 days. Okay, 4 days. If we're doing 23.2 a day, I've done, I think, 3 of these missions plus launching this guy. So yeah, it's been about 4 days. Oh, we can get rid of this though. So that's crazy that we're able to gain that much science because these guys are 2. Oh, so they've landed and planted a flag. Let's see if we can level somebody up there. So they recorded and recorded. So their experience is like logged, but nothing to level up yet because I think they're both level 2 already. Yeah. But so we have some science in there. We have 716 out of 750 data. So anything else we have is too big to put in there. So 750, that ends up being 150 data. So if I were to click this, it would say nope, which isn't the end of the world. I'm going to say keep experiment, and I'll show you something weird in a minute. Keep, too much, I overclicked. So again, 125 data, 50 data, I don't have that much space, 60 data, 40 data, I don't. Yeah, I don't have 40 spots worth of data yet. However, we can time warp and see it drop very slowly. Not worth it. I'll come back to this and stuff more science in there later. But keep. Okay, so I've gone through and I wasn't able to put any of them in there. Here's something weird. When I go back to look at it again, review stored data, I can't do anything with it, which is really kind of odd and awkward. I have a feeling it's a bug. It's not like I denied it the option to go into the science module. I'm just holding onto it for later. I'm keeping it. Keep. But it's going to be the same thing with whatever's up in here. Now that it's all one thing, we can look at it. Too big. So we're going to keep 40, 60, 125, 25. Aha, we can put this in there. Because we have enough for that, right? Because now we should be, yeah, we're almost maxed out. But anything else is going to be too big. Yeah, too big. But again, same thing. If we click and go review, it's like it's not, I can't do anything with it. Keep. They're still there. And I could, and I have, transmitted the ones that are like worth 100% of science just to build up my science a little bit. Yeah, but I don't think I will right now. Here's the quirk. Let's quick save real quick. In case of crashing. Space Center. We can go back to the Space Center and then come back to this vessel and they show up again. So it's not like it's... I think it's a bug. I think it's a quirk of the game that it says, nope, you can't store it anymore. It's like, yes, I can. I should be able to. What's going on? It's a little odd. Oh, jeez. All the flags. No flags. Then Space Station Aurora. So again, we'll come back into it, take command of it again, and we'll be able to see that you can do those things. Obviously, I've been through this before, and showing you this startup here was because it was a fresh load of things. Here, let's just look at these. Review stored data. See? It's back there again. But, save. Keep. Review. Can't do it. So, like I said, it's a weird quirk. Not the end of the world, but it is a bit of a quirk in what the game lets you do. So, let's see. I've got my lander here, and I've got these two guys. Alt. Oh. Let me just take it all into this one for the moment. I didn't expect to get up here with these big orange tanks and the mainsail up here. I thought I would be able to final maneuvers with this guy. but it's kind of nice that I have it. The next step for me for this space station is to actually park a few other big orange tanks as fuel tanks. And then this, of course, is the getaway vehicle, the escape vehicle. It's got room for everybody here because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has room for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got plenty of space. I sent it up. It's just a probe. There's nobody in there. And I can transfer it across. I've got the 10-meter heat shield because this is kind of big. But I also have a landing gear in case we come down somewhere that we need it. And then the other bits and bobs. But we're going to go ahead and try to get rid of this guy if we can. Although that's a lot of fuel in there. We'll see what we can do here. Alt. 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Ooh, come on. 5, and you out. And that'll fill up those guys and still leave some in reserve here. So we'll leave these guys here for now as a fuel reserve. I think these guys are going to be here for a while. They are going to be at the space station here at the moon, sciencing for the moon for a while. I think I'm going to do a bunch more moon missions off camera because they get lots of science. I think I will go through and transmit like anything like the magnetometer, boom, or crew reports, EVA reports that I can transmit for 100% science. I might do that just because it's easy. Sorry, time warp, because that's... Wait, can I warp? I can. Otherwise that takes forever. Okay, good. Stop. Actually, we'll go ahead and do that now. Let's see, what do we got? Review. Not full. EVA report. We can transmit that, and we got lots of antennas here, so no worry about that. That was the only one? Yeah, that was the only one. Yep. But still, there's 7 experiments here, 6 experiments here. And I will EVA and deposit them here because I can't store them here. But I've already got 3 scientists here, which I don't really need. Oh, the other thing, I can... Nope, nothing to do. If I had not reset one of these, I could use it to clean the experiments, like we saw that before. Yeah. So, that's the Moon Space Station so far. Kind of a fun thing to do, because you can do this and do a bunch of science. It takes a little time, but... Yeah, I'm thinking... Like, as I'm sitting here playing the game, I'm thinking... I'll do a few more science missions to the moon, like off camera. Like I'll land at a few more locations, and we'll have a bunch of data stored. And I'll put as much as I can in here. I mean, it's not going through it at a huge rate. It's not showing you how much it's taking. It's showing you how much science is going to give you per day. It's not showing you how much data. It's probably something like, I don't know, 15 to 1, 20 to 1. Or 1 point of data equals like 24 science. I don't know. It's something ridiculous though. But we'll leave that. We'll leave this going here for now. Like I said, I'll do a few more of these off camera, and then that'll start building up some science. Max is at 500, so I've actually only got this has only been 4 days. We've only got another 16 days until until we need to do it. So let's see. Let's add alarm, a raw time alarm for that thing. Let's see. Do nothing. Kill warp. Pause the game. Message. Delete alarm when done. Time. Let's give it 16 days. Good. Actually, I want to test this. I actually think I kind of want to test this to see how it works. Yes, add alarm. So I got 16 days and 9 minutes. And that should get us to nearly 500 points of science. So, real quick, we're right at about half an hour. We're going to go ahead and do that real quick. Boop. Back to the Space Center, because at the tracking station, it's easier to do that. Boop, doop, doop. And we are at a little over 1 million Kerbal bucks, space bucks, whatever it is. I have a few other missions, there's 3 more to Minmus. We're gonna do those. I'm gonna do those off camera. Let's see, Kerbal alarm clock, 16 days. Warp, 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 warp. Warp. Warp again. This will stop us and take it to the ship itself. It should, at least. Kerbal alarm clock testing in progress. Yeah, it's slowing our warp down, which is awesome. Moon, Kerbin. I thought I saw one saying orbiting the moon. All right. So delete on close, jump to ship. Jump to ship. Alarm paused game. I've never seen that before. Alarm paused game, but has been unpaused. Excellent. Yeah. So it's been another 16 days. Yes, science is almost full. That's awesome. And we could go one more day, but why? We have 470 plus... Go away. Plus 288. That's going to put it over 600, closer to 700. We have lots of power. Yes. So let's transmit the science. It takes a while because it's a big thing. But looks like, yeah, we have so much power and the solar panels are really effective. It's not doing anything. That doesn't do anything to it. Oh, I bet physics warping will. Maybe. Yeah, physics warping will make it transmit a little bit faster. Instead of just jumping points of a percentage, it actually jumps a whole percentage point. Yeah, 470 science. Woohoo! 760 science. That's great. Honestly, going out to the rest of our solar system is amazing and fun and cool, but you could get all the science you need to unlock everything else just from the moon and Midmas hitting all the biomes and putting it into a science station. It's kind of amazing. Yes, yes. Wait, let's lights and lights. There we go. Light up these guys too. Yes. Anywho, that's going to be it for this episode. I know we've done 3 here with this moon station, but the science module is cool, and it's had some upgrades that now it does new cool things, especially like that level up. Here, let's see, anything else? No, nothing. Ready to gain experience. Yeah, that's it for this episode. After this one, like I said, off camera, I'll do a few more hops down to the surface. Oh, actually, you know what? I need to send up the refuelers because they're... Oh, I could do this plus one more, and it'll be refueled. After that, yeah, I'm going to send up a ship or two with these big guys. I'm not sure if they're going to be sticking out that way or alongside this way. I kind of like the idea of having it this way. Merp, merp. Otherwise, this looks like too much like a... You know, like a cross type thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to put docking ports on the side. Just have it knock into the side there. Yeah, but all that's for off camera. Next episodes, I think it'll be another day or two before I can record more. But those will be the beginnings of the space station at Kerbin. I think. I think I have all the parts I need. I think I've gotten all the science for all the parts I need. The big question will be the money. Anywho, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you like it, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, pass the word. I will catch you later.